Benny Digital here, your chief food officer at Rigged AI. I mean, just look at this. This was an insane session. We're going to talk about the strategy. We're going to talk about what worked, what didn't work, why it was good, why it was bad. We'll cover some of our own trades. And if you look at this bad boy right here, whoo! Sheesh, perfect alert, 560% max gain. We'll cover why that was good, why that was bad. Spy QQQ, just one video. Let's get into it. Look at this open, dude. This open is insane. There's some serious shenanigans happening in the market right now. I mean, look at all of these. So on Rigged AI, there's going to be a giant bull or a bear if it's like $1 million, right? So, I mean, these are multi-million-dollar trades, all super bearish with bulls as well, okay? Remember, we opened, I think, 2 strikes higher today on SPY, came down a little bit, and then moved up. The one thing I want to point out right here that we shared with everyone is you can go into our daily stats, and we can look at this pre-market change, okay? And we can look at similar days. So this is very similar. Like we opened up plus 3-ish on SPY today. Let me click visit right here. Let's look at this open. So what happened? You go higher, it comes down, and then in this like 10, 15-ish window, we make a move up. Right? And while the past does not guarantee future results of any kind, I think we can use it like as a guide or a baseline, right? To just at least, if we see the same setup again, we're going to send it, right? So we took the trade. And why did we take the trade, even though there's mixed signals? Because it was the same setup that we saw before. Let's just see how these things did. Oh my God, it went to a max gain of 121.67% for the 487 call. Why? Because we really just ramped right here. And, we are never going to claim to be financial experts. This is not financial advice of any kind. You should never listen to us. But we sold this right about here because we got like 20%. I mean, editor, put that thing up there. That's basically when we got out of the trade because we're scared and we're terrible and whatever. So this thing kind of just stays right at this 488 strike like the whole day. Okay? So we opened 487.75. This thing loves 488. And this is important. One, you're going to see this happening and you're going to feel very safe. You're like, oh, it's just steadily going up. The moment you feel safe in zero DTE trading, smack yourself in the face and wake up because, man, you are bound to be in a world of pain. Safe does not really exist unless we are just rippy mode, which is rare. So look at this thing. We're just going, we're going, and then 1300 we nuke. I mean, the middle, right? We run this from 10:30 to 1300, 1 p.m. Eastern. Why? Because this is typically the absolute worst time to trade. It's terrible. I mean, look, volume, white line, sure, just drops off. Because what are they doing? They're just killing people. Because if you're looking, we came up a little bit, but this is really just chopping at the open. And when it's chopping here for so long, the lizards are going to make their move. And this is it. I mean, this is a perfect alert. Let's click on this bad boy. 560.28% return, 1301 spot, 1 minute after you get a nuke all the way down. So there's like 2 important things to kind of bring up here. One, This does not feel good to take, right? It does not feel good to take this trade because mentally, let's click off this thing. You're here. We've been going up. But what you have to realize in your head, right, is one, you're probably not that smart if you're watching this video. I'm sorry, it's just truth, right? But two, we opened higher. It did not. Do you see any bulls here in the middle? You get 1, 2, 3 early. You get 1 late. Only 284. Small score. We need to be thinking, hey, there's that mental block in your head. It's in my head. It's in everyone's head. It's saying, hey, we've been going up. There's just no way we can go down. As soon as you're able to make that shift and just decide like, hey, I'm just going to like copy trade Wall Street. Just like whatever they do, I'm going to do. Like that's how you change it. It's very difficult to overcome this, especially if you've been in a bull position here and you're like making money and it's like kind of going up. In 0 DTE, if it's going up slowly, you're going to get killed. That's just how it works. If you're expecting a rip, it's going up slowly, you're going to get killed. If you're expecting a nuke and it's going down 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, you're going to get killed. That's just how it works. But this is a perfect trade. I mean, let's look at it. This goes all the way down to the Robinhood close. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, let's look at this thing. What did it come in at? 13.0. Cheers. 13.01. I mean, these options, 48 put, 34 cents out of the money. Oh my God. You go from 43, closes at 281. 557%. You just bought that bad boy and held until the end. Now we took the trades. We did not hold until the end. Editor, you can put it up there again as we cry. Hold up, I need another one of these. Late night milky. It was absolutely epic. And you see the rest of it, right? They're trying to rip this up. These bulls are trying to get it to go. But if we switch to candlestick mode and you're watching this live on TradingView or something like that, if it does not rip, it is going to nuke. And this is the best example right here. We're getting into like 1424 right here, okay? So here we hit 486, which is, 1.5, 2 strikes down from the blue line. You get to 487. If you are trading this thing and you're in calls and it does not rip past 487, and when I say rip past it, like ripping past it means that like mentally you are watching it, it is going up so fast that you are considering buying the next strike out of the money. So, right, if I'm in here, and I'm in calls, and oh, sweet. I bought the 486 call at the low. We're at 47, and I'm right here, and that thing is not ripping and not screaming to you, Daddy, please buy the 488. Get out of the trade. You're going to get absolutely destroyed because that's just what they do. They just know psychology of every single person in the market better than any of us, and that's how the lizards do it. We go into 9C, you get the same thing. 1530, Robinhood close. They kick all the Robinhooders out. We traded this pretty quick and made this money, and then once again, got out. I mean, this was a crazy day. Let's look. Turn candlestick off. See down here, we click Stimmy. So your top 3 alerts, 1, early. I guess holding it for a long period of time. What does it draw down on this one? 1043. Let's see if we can see it down here. I mean, that's nasty. 43 2.43% drawdown. But if those hands, you had them diamond hands, I mean, you got a 3x return. I mean, you had to almost, want to jump off a bridge, but you did get a 3x return. But the way to think of this is like, hey, we opened super bearish. I mean, there's a lot of bears out there. They get killed. We don't do anything. The middle, remember, nothing is happening here. You see one red line during the middle, nothing is happening. Be ready for what happens next. And it's just like a perfect example of just, they just nuke it, right? And they know, like they always know. Otherwise, this trade, this alert does not come in. They always know. Crazy, crazy day. I mean, on the stimmy, you're trading 100 contracts, 15.5. You're returning $73,000. I mean, we put this, down to 10 contracts, something a little bit more reasonable. You're turning $1,500 into $7,400. We probably could have done that math without clicking stimmy again by just buying and holding. And those are the best days. When we close at the high or the low and the diamond hand return is close to this God mode exit, oh baby, awesome, awesome day to trade. We left a ton of money on the table as we have been. But you know what? You come out green, make a few $1,000s in a day. Sure beats working for a living. Thank you for watching this video from your friends at Rigged AI. Remember, options trading is extremely dangerous, and 0DTE is probably one of the most high-risk, high-return forms of speculation available to man. You should consult with a licensed financial professional with like CFA, CMA, MBA, one of those things, before taking on any type of investment strategy, because we are not licensed in any way to provide any sort of financial advice. This is educational and a little bit of entertainment. We'd like to end that note, but the stock market is completely rigged. As you can see, 1301, they knew it was going to go down, 560% return. We look at the QQQ. 1 minute before, another 600% return. Wall Street always knows. They always know. You can copy trade them with Rigged AI, or you can keep drawing lines on your chart and, doing however you're doing. Have a great day, great evening, great morning, afternoon. Keep it frosty, everyone.